not exactly. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for the dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
All right, baby.
But try and vote every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts.
Trying to fade this out right. Trying to hit it just right one time anyway. It is Tuesday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I can't wait to get this started. There are people in that audience that it just lifts my heart to see in there. Anyway, it is Tuesday, and I want to thank Dwayne Twizzle for coming in, Nancy Halverson, Dorothy Tyndall, and Randy Peterson. Buddy, it is hot out there. Tell me about it, brother. Anyway, the remixtress is here. Kathleen Welch, thank you for being here. Jeanette Miller. Michael Johnson, KY, thank you for being here, brother. Always, I appreciate you. Paula Gibson, BW is here. Charles Stokel, all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Kelly Harris, all the way from Fort Worth, Texas. Woo! That's a ways off. Just Coggins is here. Mike Deanda. Sharon Hookah, thank you for being here. Irene Lambert. Our family grows all the time. Deborah Douglas. Bob K, thank you for being here, brother. Anyway, let me jump on down here. We will get lost in the comments, and I will not be able to catch up. Anyway, it is Tuesday. It's not been a good freaking Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday was great. Mine sucked. And I just can't wait for this one to be over with, maybe. But there was a lot in the news today, and I can't wait to get to it and all of that stuff. Kevin McCarthy's delve into impeachment there with Joe Biden because that's what Donnie wants, and that's the only reason. I want to get my two co-hosts up here real quick, and then I am going to snag somebody, I hope. And if not, that's going to be fine. Hello, Bernadette.
Hi, John.
How are you doing, darling?
Boy. Well, yeah, stupid in America runs rampant, so,
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Oh, they're exhausting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Ignorance
exhausting.
abounds sometimes, and we just get so tired of it
Yes.
when it's not necessary. Anyway, Miss Chick, how are you?
But it's good to be here with the Blue Dots, that's
Always,
for sure.
baby. Always.
Yes,
Always.
absolutely.
Miss Chick? Uh-oh. Miss Chick, you're not lighting up, and I can't hear you, darling.
You
Might be
either.
one of them Discord things.
I bet.
Now, I'm just going to lay this out there. It's up.
Yes.
I'm going to just lay that out there. And you know who you are and all that stuff. Aussie Dave.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Hi, Ozzy.
I love you,
Well,
brother. That's the
people-
first words out of my
Yeah.
mouth. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm glad to see myself. Do I sound all right?
Yes, you sound fine.
wonderful.
Oh, good, because I didn't want to come back until I had completely got my voice and my speech. I have had, it has changed me, but I'm sorry to be away so long. But it's broken my heart what's happened to America and John F. Fly, but I'll mention John F. Fly quickly. I love you, mate. Sorry to see you go. We'll meet up again soon. Or we'll meet up soon. We'll meet the man, but I don't need to meet the man to find out what he's all about. He's a harmless, lovely guy. But America is under attack, guys. In Australia at the moment, there's such a furor about this impeachment attempt on Biden, it's the end of the GOP. This is their death knell. The American people will not accept this. We in Australia feel that there's going to be a big revolt against the GOP, and it's down to a handful of people that's destroyed your government. You know, Green, Gates, McCarthy. They're just slugs for Trump, and it's all about saying so Trump can say, "Look, I'm not so bad.
Yeah.
Look at Biden."
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about.
It is. It's always been about projection with Trump. He always tries to project onto somebody else what he's doing. And this is a big case of it. This bullshit with Kevin McCarthy going after an impeachment inquiry is just because they don't have a reason. They've been investigating for 2.5 years. They ain't found shit. This is just comes direct orders from Donnie. And we know that because even the news was reporting Matt Gaetz hours before Kevin McCarthy took the floor. Matt Gaetz was on the phone to Donnie Boy, and that's what this discussion was about, the impeachment. Well, just Sunday night, Marjorie Taylor Greene had dinner with him at Bedminster. What was the subject? The impeachment of Joe Biden. That's it. He wants revenge, and they are going to do it for him.
But we know. See, you guys, let's not get all upset about this. We already knew that those guys, Gates, Jim Shorts, Sporkfoot herself, we already knew. They worked for him.
Yes.
McCarthy too. McCarthy
they've been trying to do impeachment right from day one when they got in.
Hi, Missy Chick.
Hi.
Hello,
Glad
Missy
you
Chick.
got that working.
Good day.
Yeah, isn't it cool to have Dave back on? It's wonderful to hear your voice. We already know this. We cannot be complacent and think we got this locked in the bag because of this gift that he has given us. All the more reason we need to go out there and shut this shit down, y'all. Seriously. This needs to be bigger than a tsunami. This needs to be a resounding hell no. That part.
We're quite shocked. And it's not just Australia. Asia, many European countries are shocked that America is not standing up for itself, meaning that there's not enough people fighting for democracy to survive. And that includes CNN, who have become 50-50. They used to be centre-left, now they're centre-right. And companies like that are making it hard for you guys. They really are, because they're not supporting the truth. They are supporting what they want. Those directors and those CEOs of those companies obviously want Trump's in power. They all want to be like Russia. They want the rich guys in America want to be oligarchs like they have in Russia. They want the power of the oligarchs of Russia. And this is what Trump wants. He wants to be, well, I think Trump wants to be like MBS, a prince that can order assassinations and have them done. And, you know,
if not
this
that,
is
Kim
an
Jong
ambition
Un.
of one man. Yes. Or look, that's the new tripart of evil. What was it called in World War II? The Axis of Evil.
The Axis of Evil.
China.
Yes.
Germany, and Japan. Well, you got North Korea and Russia, and friggin'. Sorry, I'm having a squirrel because
The United
I have
States.
been lately since
If Donnie has his way, we will be in that group.
Yeah. Well, you know what I said to a guy in hospital, and it created a massive laugh, and I don't know whether the laugh was sarcastic or what, but people just were commenting this could happen. That I said what Donnie wants is he wants what he did with the Russian people he brought into the White House. He wants to bring Putin into the White House and say, see what I've done? Now that would be a win for Putin, because it would show that Putin is in the White House, not the White House in the Kremlin. It's Putin in the White House. To his people, he would look like a winner. He would look like he's beaten the United States.
He would have done it when he first got elected in 2016. Look who the first people he brought into the White House was. Into the Oval Office. The Russian ambassador. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the head of the KGB.
Do you guys really want Kim Jong? You want Kim Jong In? You want Kim Jong Il and Putin in your White House? I don't think so.
Oh God!
I think we've already had them.
Man, my
in the
mind
White
is
House.
Well,
not
they-
working.
But
Let me interrupt real quick because my mind is not working. Ozzy, I saw you in there and I just wanted to jump. I got mail. I wanted to
Yeah,
call
go
it
for it.
out. I got mail from Sonia Mims in Los Angeles, California. It was a wonderful letter, letting me know that she has a fan. That I have a fan in Los Angeles, baby. I don't have a fan. I have a family member, darling. That's what we are. And she wrote a beautiful letter, and just heaped it on the Blue Dot family as her refuge in a storm, baby. Anyway, I didn't want to go to the show. It was lit right over here. Sonia, I appreciate that very much, and it was a heartfelt letter, baby, and that just made me smile when I got it. Anyway, I didn't want to get through the show
The
without that.
image of
Right
Putin
on.
in your White House would be an ugly image, guys. Would be an ugly image.
Yeah,
It
remember the soccer ball? Perhaps he's already there.
yeah, perhaps he is listening as we speak. You know, we all have seen the love affair he has had uh, in Moscow even before he became president. He wanted to build a Trump Tower in Moscow, and he was pitching for it very hard. And Putin had his ass. I don't know. They say there's pictures and videos of all sorts of foul stuff. I don't know. I think it goes deeper than that. He is a
You know,
wannabe
they didn't need to
dictator.
be in the White House. They met in Helsinki with no interpreters, nobody to
Nobody,
monitor
nobody
that
from
meeting,
our side.
nothing.
There was
And him
another person
and
from the other
Putin
side.
were, yes, Putin's side.
Yes, yes, but nobody from the American side. It was a private meeting between Putin's CIA guy, I guess, or KGB guy, and Donnie. Nobody else.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And
That's not good. And we
one
all
other
saw
guy
what happened at Helsinki on the stage.
Hmm.
You know,
it was ugly.
but
It was ugly.
no,
That should
you
have
know,
been the end
It
of
was
Trump there.
ugly, and it was ugly when he met with Kim,
yes,
and you know she at Mara Lardass, and you know so he's already the
he's drawn
Saudi
his.
Arabia. He went the very first trip he took was to Saudi Arabia to put his hands on the magic glowing ball.
Yeah, had to do
Come on,
that.
y'all.
Bless up
Come
to
and hold my
Prince
ball.
Slice and Dice over there. You know,
oh,
I'm also disappointed in seeing that Elon Musk helped Russia with his Skylink and
Yeah.
defending the Russian
let
ship.
that soak in
Tesla,
too.
Tesla cars are made in China. Why wouldn't he? China and Russia are allied, and China said, "Hey, you know what? Check this out."
Yep. And we know that Musk is an apartheid lover. That's
He was
what he's
born
all
into
about.
it. His family was born. He was born into it.
So you got a lot of problems over there, guys. More so than you had 6 months ago, which tells me that I know that Jack Smith's
No,
doing his job. I know Jack
and
Smith's
see,
got his hands
that's
tied.
where you're wrong. These problems were here 6 months ago, and these problems were here 6 years ago, and
They've
we've
been
been
here
dealing
for a
with it
while.
ever since. Yeah.
You see that Bonnie Willis has got the evidence now to prove that Russia has assisted the GOP and Trump, and all through this social media misinformation. But they're doing it so big and so well, it has affected things. I really think that there should have been a recount or a reassessment of the 2016 election. Because something's wrong there.
In the
something's wrong.
2016,
Yep.
Yes, when he was first elected.
when he was first
Mhm.
elected.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
He
that's because
didn't.
Democrats lose. They don't whine them.
But Hillary conceded that she lost
you
the
go.
election. This
Mhm.
fucker
that's
has
the
never
way our
conceded.
democracy is supposed to work. It's supposed
That
to.
is the way
Those
it's
days
supposed
are
to
not.
work.
They're gone, baby.
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to contest this election in 24?
He's
We're
never
not going to have a
conceded,
peaceful
so yeah.
transfer of power.
He's pre-contesting. What are you talking
Yes.
about?
It's all his in his mind. His mind is made up already. There's
But
nothing to discuss.
legally, he did protest, and he used up all his legal avenues. And every time he went to court, he got
He
thrown
lost.
out or he got shut down. He
Yeah.
lost over 60
that's
times
besides the
in
point.
court
Yeah.
protesting that election, the 2020 election. The man is a sore loser, and he can't get that shit in his head, and it definitely don't get into the brains of the maggots And
Hey,
so, yeah, here we are,
you can
still dealing
spend
with
all you can
this
buy the
shit.
books and buy the books for the magazine. All they're gonna do is eat the pages. That's it. They're gonna play with them, make airplanes out of them. They don't read that
They'll
shit.
ban the books, John, so they
Huh?
can't be read.
Yeah,
They'll
well there you
ban the
go.
books.
There you go. Just ban all the shit we don't
Just
like.
ban the shit.
That's the way they want to play it. You know it
Look,
is. It's scary. Dave's right. We need to be concerned in this country because
No, we need
24
to
is
have
not
shut
going to
down.
be an election.
We are concerned. We have been concerned.
Yeah, we have been. We have been. 2024 is not
It's
going to be an
Margie
election.
Taylor Greene. She's a problem. This woman is a problem. She's a loose cannon, but the thing is that her lies are worse or as worse as Trump's. She is shocking. She's so hated over here. People wouldn't wipe their feet on her ass. She's such an ugly woman. I don't know how the hell she got into where she's got, but she's an ugly woman.
I don't know what's going on in Georgia's 14th district. It really makes me wonder just how stupid one group of people can be. And I think Georgia's 14th district answers that question. Pretty fucking stupid. Because they sent her
McCarthy?
back in, and all she is just a whining little mouth that just going to scream about
Oh
everything.
no, she's so much more than that
Yes,
now.
she
She's
is.
trying to be vice president.
Oh, she
And
wants it
it
real good,
just,
doesn't she?
y'all just imagine that.
Yeah.
Just imagine Miss Sportfoot as VP. Holy shit.
No, I don't
That's
want to
one
imagine
step
that
away
shit.
from.
I
Well,
have
then
a
that's
hunch
why
Don
that's
can't even
why
stand
we're here, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, and that's why we're trying to get out the vote and support these
Exactly.
candidates. That what Kevin McCarthy did today should guarantee us the House if we get out and vote.
If we pay attention, if we give a shit. Yes, Kevin McCarthy's display in the House today should give everybody reason to throw their ass out. They have done nothing in the House but bang on tables, and Jim Jordan out there screaming to the top of his lungs trying to attack Fannie Willis or anybody else that's trying to attempt to touch the hem of Donald Trump.
And all he's really got, John, is something he calls a culture of corruption.
A culture of corruption.
Really? That explains the whole Republican Party.
That is the Republican Party now. Not,
And
you know,
And he's talking about Biden there. It's a culture of corruption.
yeah,
All right.
Projection much.
yeah, projection
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they have developed the Republican Party into, a party of pure corruption. Doesn't matter if they have a reason to impeach Joe Biden. Just get on with the impeachment process. We'll find something along the way to pin his ass on. And it's just, I said it today and I'm just kind of frustrated. I'm just so tired of the Republican patriotic bullshit that they sell. Because that's all they have. God bless America, I love America and all that shit, and they don't give two shits for America. Every time I see somebody support that man, I think, I want to slap the shit out of him. That's how come I can't run for office, baby, because some people just need to be slapped. And, I don't know.
Well, are they trying Johnny as a adult or a juvenile?
Yeah, really.
We
It is a question that we would have to ponder, isn't it?
No.
Is it in juvie? Is
We
it
don't
in
have to
juvie
apart.
court?
That motherfucker's 77 years old. Excuse me?
Going on 10.
He's very
77
juvenile.
going on
Hey,
10.
but that's only in his mind. The fact of the matter is if you're 77 and you act like a 10-year-old, they're still going to prosecute you as a 77-year-old.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to add to
Hey,
our conversation
he's
our
running-
international flair, Blue Dot Hank. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing,
Hey,
brother?
welcome, Hank.
Fine,
Hi,
fine.
Hank.
I'm still getting over the shock of losing John I Fly.
And
And,
it was a shock to the whole family.
Yeah,
And I
we
appreciate
all are.
that.
Yeah, and for the rest, well, doing my same old, same old. I visited a German bunker last weekend.
well, there you go.
The big
Get
bunkers-
ready.
one of the
Familiarize
biggest-
yourself with the turret. Yeah.
One of the biggest bunkers in the Netherlands.
Yeah, let's get ready. Everybody, somebody's going to toss a bomb somewhere, I swear. So.
It used to be a Luftwaffe command center in which they controlled the night fighters, which shot down English bombers in America. No, not American bombers, English bombers mainly, because they flew at night. Americans flew during the day. But yeah, so they spent 1.5-2 years building it and costing millions of Reichsmark, and then they only used it for 10 months because then the Battle of Arnhem started and they had to relocate to Duisburg.
Let's build another one
So they
over
blew
there.
it up.
Yeah.
They blew it up which was hilarious. But yeah, but that was very interesting. And for the rest, no news about Biden's impeachment in the Netherlands media at all.
Oh no, it's all over the
Nothing.
place here, buddy. Don't worry about it. They're going to nail him tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're going to.
They'll probably
They'll
tomorrow.
have the
day
whole
after
story out
tomorrow.
there of how he did that stuff, and you just wait. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You
The
just
only
wait.
thing that we had here was that something about Hunter Biden being charged with the possession of firearm or something, which is for
Yeah,
the
see,
U.S.
he lied on a firearms when he bought a pistol
Application.
on an application, and he
Yeah.
admitted to it. Let's
Yeah.
let's spread that net out and see how many
Okay,
people do that.
Okay, let's
But
just ask.
what I actually put my hand up because for was Dave, Aussie Dave, because there's Aussie Dave just said America is in a lot of trouble, and he's right. But I want to ask Aussie Dave if Australia is in a lot of trouble, because the news we are getting here about Australia is about mass graves of native Australian people who were
I read that.
kidnapped by the Australian government and put into schools, and these graves have now been found. So that's a real problem in Australia, isn't it?
Isn't that strange? That's maybe big news there. It's not here because it's not that big thing. What the thing is over here, what you may be referring to, is there's a big legislation push on at the moment called The Voice, and it's about giving black people who are the owners of this country, who have had a lesser voice than they've been entitled to over the past decades. Now, what's happening? We're having a referendum, a vote next month, whether legislation should be changed that make black is not a colour. It's everyone is the same colour. So basically, what they're saying is that there's going to be a lot more Aboriginals in Parliament. There's going to be a lot more Aboriginals supported by members to become politicians. There's a lot in. I mean, there's pages and pages of changes that need to be done. We done the big thing 20 years ago. We apologised to them in a national rally, and
I remember.
I do too.
Yep. And we made things right in a lot of ways, but we didn't make things completely right. It's a bit like saying, yeah, you're welcome, but just wait outside while I say you can come in.
Right.
Well, now that's gone. You're welcome. The
Good.
door's open. Walk in when you want. And that's what it's
Good.
all about. We're having that vote next month. And the country's
exciting.
95% yes sort of thing, you know. They're all for it.
Like a lot of
But
countries,
yeah,
when
you're
you walk
right,
down the
Dave.
path of history, baby, there's things in all countries that aren't going to look good.
Oh yeah,
Every
there's
country's got
points of
got
right
half.
There's things in all countries except for America where we want
Yeah,
to
we didn't do anything.
whitewash our
Yeah,
history
it just
and
didn't
pretend
happen.
like it didn't fucking
Yeah,
happen.
it just didn't happen. So don't read about it and don't print about it. We'll be fine.
True.
Just forget that stuff.
But I want to get your reaction, guys, on what you think about the latest pile of emails Jack Smith has had in his possession. Apparently, he's got emails between the Saudis, Kushner, and Donald Trump. And they said that one of the emails Donald Trump says to Jared Kushner, remember to tell MBS he owes me. And then another email tells from Kushner to Donald Trump about things are all set up. And they're talking about this is all about the $2 billion to Kushner and the 1.5. But don't forget Manchin. He got 1.5 billion.
So I think you're getting on to the impeachment idea now.
Yes.
You're starting to understand why they want to push forward with an impeachment.
Yeah, they're trying to get away from that. But they go do something about the Trump kids. I mean, if they're doing this to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden over a fucking gun deal that Hunter done, wow, I reckon $3.5 billion worth of kickbacks is
what they're
worth
saying
looking
is that Hunter Biden benefited because his father was president. I don't doubt that happened. Do y'all remember Billy Beer? I brought that up in my rant today.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Billy Beer? Billy Carter. Billy Carter, Jimmy Carter's brother. I don't care what family history you go back in. I'm sure you could look at every president and see where their family profited and benefited from their family name and being associated with the guy who's in the Oval Office. But there's a limit to that shit, and I haven't seen anything that Joe Biden did that crossed that limit. Have I seen something that Ken and Barbie did up there in the Trump administration? Oh yeah. How many trademarks did she get in China?
I do not recall Hunter Biden being on any fucking ballot for any elected office anywhere.
I must have missed that. I must have missed that election.
Okay?
I must have missed that.
I do not recall electing Hunter Biden for anything. And here's what I got to say about Hunter Biden's dumbass. Okay, you had a drug problem. Your daddy's, 100% supportive of you and yada, yada, yada. As any parent would be. Okay? He was a businessman. He did some business deals overseas. Did he use his last name being Biden? I'm sure that he did.
Sure he did.
Okay? If my last name was Biden, you best believe I'd be trying to make some bucks off of it too. Yeah. Just like the Trump kids.
John Biden,
the only ones being charged with felony crime is the Trumps, whether it's the father or the children. Hunter Biden, did he make a stupid fucking mistake? Yes. If he's guilty and broke some fucking law, send his ass to jail.
I don't think we're talking about jailable offenses, but if he's...
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah,
because I didn't vote for Hunter Biden. What I really am upset about is our Congress spending our tax-paying dollars chasing this shit. We're fighting to get health care. We're fighting to get medicines. How many people in the Blue Dot family is having some extreme medical situation right now where they're just trying to stay the fuck alive? We just lost.
I think that's all of us, baby, in one form or another, whether it be health care or any other thing that's going on.
And yet our Congress is going to follow down some stupid shit that Rudy Giuliani brought up when his narcissistic boss was running for the last campaign. All this shit about Hunter Biden was something Rudy brought up. We've been talking about it for the last 5 or 6 years.
It's the Republican Party as a whole. Today, I was watching
John, they're wasting our money and they're endangering our fucking lives.
Every day, baby.
In doing
but don't worry about it. It's all for patriotism. I saw Chris Christie on the news today. I think it was Jake Tapper or somebody asking him, okay, you get elected. What would be the first thing you do in the first year? What would be the most important thing you could do for the American people? Chris Christie's answer was, well, I'd join the military up with our Border Patrol and head down south, and we're going to protect the borders, and we're going to stop the fentanyl and blah, 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 blah. That's what he wants to do. Now, we have a fentanyl problem, baby. It's not coming across the river. It's coming across on a truck at the fucking checkpoint.
Using the same playbook.
It's being shipped in by airplane.
He's trying to call them all a different color, but he's using the same playbook.
You know what my first thought was, Fish Chick?
It's the same tired fucking Republican.
It's the same tired old shit that we have a war on drugs, and this is the drug of the day, and this is the problem. Instead of working on improving people's lives, maybe they wouldn't have to turn to a drug to cope with every fucking day. Maybe we could do
Exactly.
shit like that, and maybe life would get better, and we'd have less drug addiction, less overdose. Maybe that could be a clue. But no, no, no. We're going to send the military down there, and we're going to stop this shit, just like we have for the last 70 fucking years. There's a war on drugs going on. How come they're all around?
Well,
Reefer
you know, they're
madness,
saying that Joe
Reefer
Biden has
madness.
failed at the border. They're saying Joe Biden failed. Yet this guy has produced more arrests and more exposure of drug importation than Trump ever did. He's doing a better job at the border. And they're
And
saying
every
because he's getting
bill-
more
That builds into more what I said earlier.
Every
Patriotic
single-
bullshit that the right sells. We got to go down there and protect the border because they're coming across in masses, got knives in their teeth, blood running from
Bernie.
their mouth. They're coming to kill
Wait
your
a second,
sister.
John. Wait a
Zombies.
second, because the Democrats are just as fault as not fixing fucking immigration as the Republicans are. They just got a different
They
message.
bat this ball
every
back and forth over the net. And
For-
you're right,
for years and
intentionally
years and
sometimes,
years.
because as long as it's a problem, you could suck money out of it.
Yes.
And that's how come I
Yes,
say Texas
and
will
it
be
is
the last one to
it is-
legalize drugs because, hey, we get a lot of that money. Thank you very much.
It's also the new version of throwing the abortion issue around instead of throwing the abortion issue around when it comes to voting. Border, border, border.
Border.
No.
Did you hear about the border? Boy, it's the
Yeah.
blood running in the water down there. We got to put a bomb
Yeah,
on.
about
Landmines.
about
That's
the
the answer.
About the border. I know this guy. He's a Vietnam veteran, really nice guy, but he's a bit off his rocket, off his rocker. I mean, he's constantly posting stuff on Facebook about communist terrorists coming into the U.S. from Mexico. I don't know where he gets his shit from, but it's like completely bonkers. But
Yeah. Well,
apparently
bonkers sells in the
quotes
Republican Party. Boo.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
boo.
It fucking
Let me check
the
if I can
scare
find this story.
tactic, the scare
Yeah.
tactic on white people in this country against foreigners is the object. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're coming across the border. It doesn't matter if it's fentanyl, if it's on an airplane. As long as they're black, Muslim, brown, they can be
Yeah.
Chinese at this point.
Boo.
It doesn't matter as long as they're not from Europe and they're not white. White America is afraid of them, and they don't want. It's the border. They're taking our jobs. Okay, well, there's a gazillion fucking jobs out there then, right? Nobody in America should want for a fucking
Nah.
job, but nobody wants to go pick strawberries.
Not for what they pay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Or dig
Yeah,
dig.
here is
Not
the
for-
the.
not for what they pay.
I'll
Yeah.
read out. I'll read
But
out
we're
this
gonna
this
complain
hold-
about those jobs.
this Fox News credit. He said a group of communist revolutionaries burned multiple American flags outside a Jason Aldean concert in Chicago on Saturday night, according to videos of the incident. The protesters were raising awareness of REVCOM, Revolutionary Communist Party, which believes in creating a Marxist revolution in America, calling the USA the belly of the beast. The REVCOM activists burned American flags before police declared an unlawful assembly and said that their activism alarmed and disturbed others, according to News to Share, who captured the videos. And then he says that this group comes from Mexico, and Fox News posted this, and I could only laugh because it's such bullshit. I don't know where does this paranoia in American society come from? At all.
It comes from Fox News, from Fox News and
Yeah.
bullshit like that on the Republican side. A man like Donald Trump, the people that crawled out from under the rock when Obama got
It
elected.
comes from dark.
Don't people
It's-
think anymore for themselves
No.
in your country?
No,
No, they
Jesus.
don't.
No.
Oh,
No.
man.
let me send out a
No.
quick thank you to Michael Johnson, KY, who came in with $2 and said, "Did you get your cup today? Fuck Sporkfoot, fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck DeSantis." Ooh, we got a new one on the list there, buddy. Oh, thank you very much, Michael. Holy shit, it's been a rough day. Do you see the picture of my truck, Bernadette?
Yes. Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit, that was going down the road when the wheel
Oh,
fell off. Not talking about a tire, we're talking about the wheel.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Back on
Is
on
that
this
what was
Biden
making the
thing.
noise?
Yep, that's it. I think I found it.
Well, yeah, I would say it stopped making the noise at that part, huh? At that point.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
anyway, what were you
I,
saying,
I
Dave?
wanted to, I wanted to
It
mention
is
that
worrying. It is worrying. I find this very worrying, very disturbing, basically.
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
um,
Go ahead, Dave.
uh, I'm just wondering about this Biden thing, because at the moment I watched an interview, a repeat of an interview which was done a few months ago with Liz Cheney on 60 Minutes, and judging by what some of the GOP members, Buckley is one of them, I think, there's a few of the GOP people are saying, no, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. McCarthy hasn't got the support or the votes to
no, he
impeach him.
doesn't.
No, no,
Um,
he doesn't have all the
and
Republicans on board. What he
so
is
it
being
becomes a
threatened by
show.
the Tea Party. That's what it is. Oh, I'm sorry,
We,
the Freedom Caucus.
yeah, yes. But I think this might be an opportunity maybe for some truth to come out if it's conducted well by the Biden people. They could certainly turn it back on the GOP by using, if they want to compare, they always compare Trump to Biden, Biden to Trump. Let's compare the kids. And I think this impeachment might be an opportunity to bring up the Trump
They have,
kids.
unfortunately,
Um,
Dave, they have framed this in the way that if anybody makes a move on Ken and Barbie, uh, Trump is going to come out and scream, see, weaponization of the DOJ. See, they're going after my kids just because we're going after Hunter. Now they're coming after. That's what it would be. And the Republican idiots would suck it up.
He's got
One
Pootie
difference,
screaming
guys.
it for him, too.
Yes.
One difference. The Dems have the evidence. They have fuck all.
They don't have nothing, but what they have
They
is a
don't
mouth, and
care.
if you repeat it over and over to morons believe it.
Right?
So it doesn't
They
have.
don't
We
care.
lose the importance of whether or not it's true. It's more about the emotion of, yeah, let's go, Brandon. That's what it is.
Mhm.
It has
That's
nothing to
what
do
it's
with the facts.
always been, you guys. Come on.
It
has
has
never
been this way
about
ever since
facts.
Trump came into the scene.
It's always been
Actually
about
before.
lies.
It started under when Obama was elected, and the Tea Party rose up because they would not have a black man in our house. That's what it was all
This-
about, and it continues about that same reason today, in my opinion.
But this type of mentality on the Republican side has always been there.
Yes,
Always.
yes, that's what I
For a
say.
long
Way,
time.
shape, or form.
The biggest thing the Republicans sell is patriotism, baby. God bless America. I love this country. Wave the flag up here, baby. I'm praying to Jesus for America. It's all of that. That's the sell. That's the sell, baby. And once you got that sold, you could pick their pockets. They don't care. They'll hand over their money to you, because America and Jesus and all that. Yeah. When you convince them
Do you think
that it doesn't matter,
Do
you can put your hand in their pocket all day long.
you think the
That's
grand jury recommendation of those other 21 people, including what's his name, Lindsey Graham, you think anything will come of that? The grand
It
jury
could.
recommending
It could. We've seen
another,
superseding indictments,
Yep.
and
Oh, yes.
I think that Fani has her hands full right now, and she has to deal with what she has. The reason I think the reason why she brought the kind of case that she did was because she had the majority of the evidence to prove these particular people did
Right.
these particular things.
It's more
Okay.
overwhelming.
Yes, and so I think this case is pretty much going to be what it is now. Okay, but let's not forget that quite a few people in this case are also charged in the federal case as
Jack Smith's case. Yes.
yes, as unindicted co-conspirators. And I do believe that after the case with Trump, which is also designed to be really quick, comes and is in its process, then we'll see more superseding indictments in that case.
No, this
And
is
some
not
of those
over.
names,
But
yeah,
y'all do
I
know
don't
for
think
every
it's over by
indictment
a
that
long
we
shot.
have, they're going to scream about something else on the other side about, I don't know.
They're
After
They're
Hunter, what is
always
there? What's there after
screaming.
Hunter? Where can we go after Hunter? He ain't got no more kids, huh? That's it.
Yeah.
Just Hunter. Damn. Man, his wife,
See,
or
you see, Joe
his
Manchin
dog.
is starting.
Hey, let me
Wants to start a third party with his daughter.
send out a quick thank you to Maria
Yeah.
Bentoncourt, who came in with a $10 donation and said DeSantis told Nora O'Connell tonight on the news he would have the military at the border to shoot the drug cartels carrying backpacks, but not moms with babies. No, just the blood in the backpack and the fentanyl and they're coming across it, massive hordes every day. We can watch them from our porch. You shitting me?
Yes.
Thank you, Maria
Bernadette.
Bettencourt, and I want to thank Keith Thompson, who just came in with $2 for a donation, and I am going to say this just like he wrote it because it means something. He said, "Johnny, fly." In our Blue Dot family, many times after the show, we always go over to the Blue Room, and Keith would be over there, and Johnny Fly would come into the room, and everybody would say, "Hey, Johnny Fly, hey, Johnny Fly, hey, Johnny Fly," and Keith would come in the room and say, "Johnny Fly." It's memories, baby. That's what we'll live with this family. Keith, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hoorah, my friend. And look, it happened again.
Now,
let's get this one
you're
too,
getting
because
heaps
Nana Lovely just came in with
of
$2 and
lovers,
said,
Don.
"Biggest dealer, big pharma. Watch dope. Yeah, dope sick. Are you? Yeah, baby. Got a pill? Yeah. From the heights of your erection to the depths of your depression, baby. They got a pill for you. Don't worry about it." I'm sorry, Dave. What were you saying?
No, I had mentioned that Manchin. I'd read an article that Manchin and his daughter are trying to set up a third party, or
Yes.
are talking about it, and they're raising $100 million for
Oh, that
startup.
was-
This is
Yeah.
why Trump. This is why the GOP supports Trump, because they don't love him. They just don't want Trump to go off and start a third party and take votes away from them.
Yes.
And that's what their concern is. That's why they're keeping him happy, because, Donnie, don't start a third party. That's
Joe
what it's
Manchin
all
has
about,
always been
guys.
questionable when it comes to the ideals of the Democratic Party.
We don't trust him.
No. Joe's business
Brian,
is coal, baby.
He's a dino.
He is.
Joe is about Joe. He's into coal. He is never going to
Fossil
give
fuels,
that
baby.
up.
No, it's how he makes his money.
And his daughter is into big pharma.
So, yeah. And who just wrote that a minute ago about Big Pharma? Yeah.
Nana Lovely.
Oh, Nana Lovely. Yeah, biggest dealer in the world. Big Pharma, baby. You need a pill, baby? We got it for you. We'll
Have
get
you
you
heard
hooked
what
on some
Big
good
Pharma
shit,
just
too.
done?
Then you'll be in our pocket. Huh?
Have you heard what Big Pharma have done? They've turned around, and because you guys apparently have a deal with Big Pharma that
we do.
for 10 years
They give us
bring a
drugs,
drug
we give
in.
them money. That's the deal.
Yeah, but for the first 10 years, they get, even though the government funded the research for a drug, like COVID drugs, say, what happens is, supposedly, 10 years, that company gets all the profits and rights to that drug. After 10 years, it reverts back to a lower price for the government to buy it at, and the government starts getting a kickback off it.
Sounds like a deal, doesn't
There's
it?
a little loophole. There's a little loophole in that that rule, is if Big Pharma at 9 years and 6 months says, we've altered the ingredients and made it better, the 10 years start again.
New pill.
Yeah.
It's a totally different pill. Now we get another. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know where deals are like that are made? In Congress. That's where deals are made. It is sad because
It's open
the
corruption.
amount that the Americans pay
I'd
for the
say
same
both.
drugs that Europeans that are shipped from America to Europe is not the same. They get a little bit of a discount while you get screwed.
We had a price comparison over here of what we pay and what you pay. It was a little article in the paper, and it showed about 20 drugs that some of them we pay $10 for, that you guys being charged $1,200
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't mind
Joe,
going over that $1,000 mark. Yeah,
but
not a problem.
See, and see, this is this is the thing that we don't talk about. Joe Biden just signed a deal allowing for the federal government through Medicare to be able to negotiate prices for drugs for people on Medicare.
And what did that
And
do?
every year they add another 10 or so drugs to the list. That's huge. And we're not talking about it. We're talking about this fucker trying to destroy
What was
our-
the result of that?
We're talking about Hunter Biden. And
What-
we should be talking about what his father is doing.
What was the result of what Joe Biden did there? Do you remember?
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, he fought to negotiate drug prices through the federal government, and the result
Yes.
of that was the drug companies lowered their price across the board, not just to the federal government, but across the board to everybody. That's the pressure that you can put on a company when you start pointing out their profit margin on drugs. Who are they? You know, you're bilking the money out of people that are needing this to survive.
Hurting.
Yes, Biden is the one that did that, and it's
Yes.
across the board. It's not just negotiate. And if he were to keep
But
that
what are we
up,
talking about?
if
We're
Congress
talking
would
about
keep that
The
up,
Republicans are trying to impeach Biden because they got nothing on their agenda to run
No.
for in
No.
2024.
Biden.
And this is the only thing that's
Well,
going
they
to
have-
keep their constituents interested in voting for them.
Well, and they're terrified they're going to lose their money ticket because we're changing
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
The running on is open. Their campaign is obviously, and he's even said in interviews, Donny, he has said, we are running and it's based on revenge. He's going to attack the other side. It's going to be the long knife.
That's
He's
exactly what
running
they're
on
planning,
revenge.
Dave.
He's
You give
running
that
on
man the keys back to
weaponizing.
that house, and baby, we're going to move from a democracy into something else, baby. I guarantee it. But we have to get through the election of 2024, which I keep saying over and over, is it doesn't matter. If Donnie is on the ticket, Donnie won. That's it. There's no discussion here. And if that's not the outcome, then it's another foul play here, and we're going to have an uprising or some bullshit. This ain't going away. Donnie's not the one to let Donnie's out there on the campaign trail today, out there pumping shit.
Well, I mean, he might die. He's old.
There's that.
He is old, yeah.
They'd make a martyr out of him. They'd
Yeah,
elect
go ahead.
Marjorie Taylor Greene as president.
I'd take a dead martyr over a live.
Yeah, that's
running for-
true. Let me thank Alan Roberts, who came in with $250 and said new Moderna shot coming for new COVID. Yep, that's it. Came out with a new formula, so we all get to go out and get a new shot. And Maria Betancourt came in with $5. Said BlackRock and Vanguard run the world, and they own big pharma. Oh, babes, out of the mouths. But I'm telling you, when we sit back and look at the world and how it operates, it has. I just saw it the other day at some meme or something. Since Reagan, we've moved the millionaire class to the billionaire class, and the working the working man into the working poor. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we've done here. They've created an America where they want one thing out of the populace. They want you to be poor, hungry, and needing a job.
80.
Because if you need a job, baby, and you're hungry and you got to pay the bills, you're going to take whatever suck-ass job you can get for whatever wages you can get, and don't whine about it. As a matter of fact, I was glad to see the UAW stepped up, and looks like they got a good contract going on. That's what unions do, baby, because they're working for the working people, not the guy at the head of the office making all the money. So, yeah.
I just want to have a quick thank you here. This happens to me. There's a lot of things that'll happen with me that are not normal to me. I sometimes have a fade out like poor Mr. What's his name? It goes stares
Mitch,
in the
the
distance.
glitch?
Yeah, I occasionally have a Mitch McConnell, so sometimes that may happen.
That's okay.
I was also told that I have many more other situations going on in my head, meaning potential blowouts, and I'll sometimes get now headaches. So if I start talking and I stop, just carry on the conversation, because it's me fading out into the nowhere. But I
Dave,
wanted to bring
I
up.
hope you know how much this family loves
Do
you,
they have?
misses you when you're not here. Uh, we all want to come to Australia to see you, Dave. That's the deal. We all want to come.
Mate,
Everybody.
I
Do
wish
they
you
have
guys
meds
were
for
over
it,
here.
Dave?
Aye?
Do they have
What?
meds for it that might help you?
No,
Medication?
only the blood thinners, because
Ah,
it's
yeah.
there's nothing, and blood pressure tablets, but there's nothing to say that you can take this tablet and it will go away.
Right.
It's
Ah,
more
okay.
prevention rather than cure.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that something quite funny happened. When that happened to me, would you believe? You know, I live on a house that's on stilts, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
And
Right.
my body's going downhill, and I'm going down 13 steps to get
Yeah.
to the car. Now, I don't know why I thought I could drive, but I was going to drive to the hospital, which is only 2 kilometres, half a mile away, right? A mile, maybe.
Right.
And I took it me about 20 minutes to get to the car, dragging my left side. And luckily, it was an automatic car, so I could use my right hand to start the key, to put
Damn,
the
Dave.
selector in reverse, and then drive to the hospital, right? Now, it took me a little while to get to the hospital, but I parked. My doctor reminded me of this. My parking was excellent. The tree I parked in...
Your parking was excellent. Good
I,
for you, Dave. Don't want to be
yeah,
violating no
I
laws. So.
parked in a tree, and the tree is still alive. Um, it's missing a lot of branches, and my car has the evidence of that. But that's
Well,
when
I'm
they
happy the
noticed
tree
me.
survived.
But I did. Look, guys, I drove into this fucking tree, and I couldn't get out the car because the branches were around the fucking doors. So
Oh,
I'm sitting in the car,
Damn,
going
Dave.
nuts, and then that's when the nurse come out and said, "Are you all right?" I said, "I
No,
don't think so."
no, no, I'm not.
But yeah, I just had that thought. I thought I'd want to mention that, and I wanted to thank Mitchy Chick as well. Mitchy Chick sent me a lovely card, and I appreciate that, darling. That was really an encouragement for me to get back in and be amongst you guys.
Right on.
But
Outstanding,
I
Mr.
did
Chick.
appreciate the phone calls from Bernie, or the messages from Bernie. I know you tried to ring me, John. I missed your call,
I just
but
thought you was
I did
ignoring me.
see you. No, I couldn't answer the phone. I was in a Mitch McConnell situation.
Ah,
So I was having a Mitch McConnell at that point. But less about me now, more about, did you see Vanna Swani's interview with Maddie Hussein on
Yes,
MSNBC?
I saw it.
Was that
I did
beautiful?
not.
Was that beautiful? He destroyed him.
He did. He
He
did.
did destroy
And
him, didn't he? He
he did.
exposed him for what he is.
The
He
guy
exposed him
is
as
just a
one.
run of mouth. He really likes to talk over people and promote himself
Yeah.
and just keep going on like that, you know. And
Somebody
he's
else
not
like
stopped.
that too. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
an orange guy with a false hairdo.
Yes, something
But
like that.
he called him out, didn't he? He had the taxation returns in his hand. He said, "I've got your taxation returns here. You took a government a thing to go to college. What was it? Um, what do they call it when you in America when you get a scholarship? That's right. He
Yeah.
took one of those
Right.
free scholarships. He was
Yes, he
at
did.
that point the year he
From
took the free
George
scholarship.
Soros. From
Yes, George
Soros.
Soros. He earned $750,000 that year, and the following
Yeah.
year he earned $3 million, and he denied it. But Hussein had his tax returns in his hand, saying, I've got it here, the evidence." But he kept diverting. They are so good at diverting, these guys. It was unbelievable. But this guy is worse than Trump. I
Yeah, he
really
is.
think he would be a real dictator. He was just so exposed.
Here's the
Yeah,
problem with this guy is that he is so incredibly inept to hold this position. He knows
yeah, yeah.
But you missed the
nothing about
point,
how the government
Bernadette.
runs.
He's
No,
rich. He's rich.
Oh,
Surely he's a wise
John,
man.
when we give people the the power to push the button, they should have some knowledge about. Haven't we learned anything yet? Trump had no knowledge, and look what happened. We're still dealing with it. We have got to learn from our mistakes in this fucking country. Otherwise, we are fucking doomed.
Yeah, well,
And you
isn't
allow
that what they say? Those that don't learn from mistakes are doomed to repeat
very
them
young,
over and over and over
braggadocious
again.
asshole to
That's
get in
what we're doing, babe.
office. This country is up shit's creek without a paddle, a boat, or anything else.
That's why we can't let that happen. We can't let that
Yes,
happen.
exactly.
And it's the American people, us, listening to this show, people that don't even know our ass from Adam. It's all of the Democrats, all of those liberal-minded people, all of the independents, and those Republicans with any brain cell left in their head should stand up to this man, and I believe we will during during the election. I don't think Trump will win, but again, that doesn't matter. If he doesn't win, he's going to scream that it was voter fraud and that they cheated and all that shit. We're going to go through this again, but are we strong enough to withstand it a second time? Because the second time is going to be a little bit more involved, baby.
I think you'll be stronger, John. I do
I'm
not
putting
think
my faith in it.
that the American people will accept another January 6th. I do not think the American people want to be in the world stage for that sort of publicity. I don't think that Donald Trump is going to get. Look, what did Biden win by last time? 7 million? Or was it 7 million?
It was a little over 7 million.
I think he'll win by 30 million this time, or 40 million.
Donnie only needed 11,780 votes. That's all
Yes.
Donnie needed to win the presidency.
That was a perfect phone call. That was a perfect phone call, John.
It was a perfect phone call. Nobody could say that one and the one to Ukraine, President Zelensky, perfect phone call. Donald Trump doesn't do anything but perfect phone calls. We've already
Yet he has
established that.
91 felony charges against him.
I wonder how that
these
happens.
people want to make him president again and give him the nuclear codes. Y'all think about that for a second.
Hey, what did
They
he do
want
with all
to
the secret
give-
documents he had last time? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he was waving them around Bedminster up there going, look at this.
Oh,
Yeah, it does. It tests your faith in some of our fellow Americans that are still holding up for this guy. And believe me, his poll numbers are showing it, or at least that's what the news makes us believe. It's like, oh, he's going to win. I think mainly because it sells newspapers, or in this day and age, gets clicks. Whatever. That the news has always tried to embellish things. Look at this. This is just the world is on fire, and because that's how they get viewers. But I don't think it's that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of America, let me tell you: do not watch Fox, CNN, Newsmax. You watch MSNBC because they are center. They will not hold back on anything, whether it be Biden or Trump. They're the best option for your real news at the moment.
It is.
Besides
Well,
the
that's the
unfair,
liberal
besides the
state.
Midas touch.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
Dave,
But
speaking of watching things, I have a very important question I must ask you. And since we're talking about
Time to
watching
go.
shows,
Time to
I need an answer on this one. Do you
go.
watch
Really? Okay.
or do you know of a show called McClellan's Daughters?
McLeod's.
McLeod's Daughters?
McLeod's daughter.
Yeah.
Now, is that the one where she's a doctor?
Nope, I don't think so. Every time I look up at the screen, they're on
the
horses.
Yes, McLeod's Daughters, of course, Australian show. Yes. No, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? Well, that's okay. My wife
No,
is watching
what-
every freaking episode of it. It's her favorite freaking show. She loves it.
It was big over here. It was big with the ladies. It was big with the people into social dramas. It's a good show.
Hey, there ain't nobody on there. They pretty. They're riding a horse or muscular and got just the right. Yeah, it's full of that stuff, buddy. It's.
In actual fact, that was filmed. That show is actually filmed about 100 kilometers from here, 60 miles from here.
Oh, Mama wants to come see you already.
On a ranch.
She's ready to go. I can't get her to go anywhere.
Yeah.
She might go to Australia.
And now it's become a McLeod's Ranch, which is it's become a bit of a Hollywood star thing. It's everyone goes there. And
My wife, Marcia's going to love this story. When I get off the air and go in there and talk to her, I'm going to tell her because she's been asking me. I almost typed it to you over in the Discord thing to ask you, but I figured I'd just wait. But I had to get that question. It has nothing to do with politics or anything. It has to do with John's personal life. So my wife will be.
It's an old show.
How many freaking? There's no end to it. I guess it just goes on forever.
I think there's 8 seasons. I think.
Oh, I think there's more than that, Dave.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, she's up all night watching this stuff, buddy. I'm telling you, my wife doesn't sleep well at night. Especially with the TV on. So.
I want to reach out to anyone that's listening here that's obviously of colour, but also that lives in hard times, that maybe he's doing it hard. Trump's mugshot, for him to turn around and say, or not him, his party to turn around and say that now blacks and the poverty-stricken people that live in the streets will relate to Trump. So what's he saying? Is he saying that people with mugshots are either black or homeless?
Is that what? Is that the message?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know you lit a fuse, buddy.
Motherfucker, to be as racist as he is, to claim anything that black people and him can understand. No, that doesn't work for me. No.
I don't think he's ever.
I'm not buying that bullshit for $1. We got nothing in common, Holmes.
Next thing you know, you're going to see some video of Trump in the hood.
When his ass goes to jail, then he'll be able to have some experience to talk about.
He's saying for him to go down to the hood.
No. Because black people don't go to jail and then walk away. This 20 minutes later, they go to jail and they stay. Ask homeboy who got indicted with me.
Right.
He stayed.
He's never had.
Made bail.
He's never had a knee on. He's never had a knee on his neck. He's never been shot for no reason, and he doesn't do. He's not hooked on fentanyl or anything. So why the fuck? You know.
And he don't have to shop at the corner store with his credit card.
That's right. And he doesn't have to dig through pockets
and show ID.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So now they're saying that he's more relatable to the poverty and the coloured people because he's got a mugshot. Well, fuck you.
That's not even a proper mug. I don't know about it.
Ozzy Dave, thank you so much for making me laugh because I had not heard that shit, and that's fucking hilarious. If he thinks he's gonna get the black vote because he got a mugshot, let's darken that fucker up a little bit and then put it back out there, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, don't give him an idea. Next time you'll see one just like it.
Oh God, that's
I got
fucking
this story
hilarious.
from
Excuse me. I'm a mute because I'm still laughing, okay? I'm a mute.
This story is on NSNBC, and it's where they interviewed, I'm trying to think of who it was they interviewed, it'll come to me in a minute, but he said that
they're going to try to push, we
offensive,
didn't say it, they said
offensive.
Let me explain something to y'all. That is so extremely offensive. Ozzy, you are so right. It is.
It is.
His messaging to get to black people. I will tell him to his face. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. Yeah.
But I couldn't believe that this guy said that he's recommended that Donald go down to these poverty-stricken places and start walking the streets and shaking hands. Mate, he'd be walking
no, he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not going to do that. Yeah.
But that is so offensive,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
to say that black people,
Oh,
coloured people, and the poor commit the crimes.
That
That's what he's
that's
basically
that's
saying.
basically what he's saying is, look,
That's good.
I've been
mm,
wrongfully accused of crimes too. You know,
Yeah,
the man is after me.
mm.
yeah.
Whatever he,
I'm sorry.
however he
I'm
wants to.
sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I know he's got 4 ticks on his rap sheet, and it's growing, but his rap sheet is still not long enough. Okay.
Where did you go,
Uh,
Joe?
hey,
You were
Trump,
there.
bring your ass on down to any black neighborhood in America. Yeah, let's. Hey, why don't you just go up there to Jacksonville, especially while they're
Ooh, yeah.
marching in the
There
streets
you go.
as
That's an idea.
racists. There's a thought.
There's a thought.
That's right there in your own backyard. Go try that one out. See how that works for you. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Mm.
well, I wouldn't have said it unless it was reported, and it is
Oh
reported,
no,
and
I had heard that.
it's
Yeah.
sad.
hey, that's sad.
Yes.
Hey,
yes,
let me
thank
call
goodness
out
and shit,
Nana Lovely.
hears that.
Our own Tammy Ames came back with another $5 and said, "Tell Marsha to watch the Voice Australia, appearing Richard or starring Richard Tsunami, my other Aussie friend. Welcome back, Dave." Tammy said you're welcome back, baby. Thank you,
Right,
Nana
right.
Lovely. I appreciate it, baby. It's going to John's Fix John's Truck Fund.
Hilarious.
That's what everything is going on from now on. Is to fix John's truck, which is not going to be easy. It died. It died today. I almost feel
It
like
fell
going out.
apart.
I almost feel like going out there and shooting it just for mercy's sake. Yeah, it's in bad
Put
shape.
it out
Did
of its
it die
misery.
or just did it get a broken leg?
That's it. It's got a broken leg. That's a pretty good
Okay.
description of it. The wheel is at about a 40-degree angle from upright, and in the last, I don't know, maybe less than a quarter mile, I had to drag it, so there's a big long screech mark where it locked up. Yeah.
All
It,
you
it,
gotta
it
do-
was
Plug,
fun.
isn't it?
It was
All
fun.
you
They're
need is
actually
some
bugs.
baling wire. Baling wire. is all
Baling
you
wire,
need.
buddy. I
Joe.
need plenty of baling wire. Joe, how are you?
Oh man.
Did you see the picture?
I've been trying to get a hold of you
Yeah.
all day long. Well, actually, after 10 o'clock, because I've been going to the ranch and picking up the tree limbs and cleaning up and all that stuff every day.
Yeah.
And as soon as I seen that, I said, "Let me call him." I called you about three or four
Yeah,
times.
buddy, I was in the
I- you know,
process of
you-
trying to get it off the road. I probably didn't even pay attention off my.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I need to learn how to do smoke signals so you
Yeah.
can see my smoke signals
There
because
you
that phone ain't working.
Yeah, my phone hardly ever works, brother. Well, this time it
Okay.
was in an area, but I was probably just, yeah, under the truck or trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do. She's at home now.
Well,
I got it home. It's home, and
You got it home.
I'm
okay.
going to jack it up, put a block under it, and start tearing it.
Do you need jack stands?
I
or
was just
jack?
going to put some cinder blocks up under it. You know,
Oh
put her
hell
up,
no.
put her up on cinder blocks and get after it. You know.
I've got
Already
jack
went on there.
stands and I-
Dad, let me go find out how much. No. We
Well,
ain't
that's
doing
the
that
best
shit.
thing.
Huh?
Well, the thing is, we need to know what you got, what you need, and how much it is, and then we can make a plan. You see, that's the way I work.
Yeah.
You know what you got, what you need, and how much it costs, and let's see what we can do.
Shoot it. Let's shoot
It
it.
must be my.
Let's shoot it.
Must,
I think it'd be
no,
easier just
don't
put it out of
shoot.
its misery. You just go out there and shoot it, and
You-
it'll just, that's it.
You-
We
you
can
know,
walk away
I've
with a
got-
heavy heart. We'll get over it.
That's
Donna
the way we
Startabot,
do
how are
horses.
you, darling? Yeah, let's get off my truck. It's a depressing subject right now.
Oh, did you see John's? Did you see? Oh shoot, girl, Trump's last rally where he was booed and the finger was
Yep.
thrown at him.
What?
Eh,
That was
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
That
at
was
a
That was
college
hilarious.
That was a
football
college
game.
Great.
football game, I think.
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah,
at a
it's a
football
football
game.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant at his rally or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
I mean,
did hear
everywhere
something
he
about it. I
goes,
have not seen it, but I did hear somewhere on about that he was booed at a ball game or something like that.
Yes.
everywhere he
Yep.
goes, he considers it a rally. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, yeah.
believe me, he
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about sports.
Except
Apparently,
that
that was
Well, he plays sports
at
well
one
all the
time
time. He's a
he
big
wanted
sports
to
guy.
be a football owner, and the
Have you
NFL
not
and
seen the
everybody else
NFTs
said
of
no.
him in full football gear with his pads on and everything? I seen the picture. You tell me.
Yeah, he was
That wasn't a cup he was wearing. That was a Kotex. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't the cup. Anyway, the saga continues, baby. We've got deep troubles in this nation, and today, this little thing with McCarthy and this impeachment inquiry, that tells you this is not minor shit that they're playing with.
McCartney had no choice,
No, he didn't.
John.
No, he's being
No,
held
he
hijacked
didn't.
by a bunch of idiots over
Yes.
there in the Freedom Caucus,
The
and if they
right
don't do,
wing.
But
Call them
but
out.
let's not forget that McCarthy sold out to these motherfuckers when he was
he
running
wanted
for
the
this
seat so bad,
position.
he's got it.
Yeah.
But it only takes one
This
vote
guy
up
is
there to go, hey,
communist.
we want to hold a hearing here, see if you're any good at that shit, which
Okay.
obviously,
So
That's
let's
easy
vote,
to do with
let's vote
McCarthy
him
when
out
he
of his
doesn't have a
position,
spine.
and then let's shut down the government.
that's their
Because
plan.
then, but then, who the fuck are they going to get to replace them? And how are they going to do that if the government is shut down?
Oh,
Well,
it's
what
one
they're
of
trying
those.
to do is they're trying to destroy all Biden's good work, the economy, by doing this, just to make his numbers bad. It's all
Yes.
evil shit.
It
It's all weaponization.
it is the
of it.
Republicans' job nowadays, they think, is to harm the economy or harm our image any way they can. To
Yeah.
you know, with this whole damn thing of jacket
Because
off
they have
Jordan
no
screaming
agenda.
at Bonnie Willis down here. That's none of his freaking
And he-
business. Stay the hell out of
They-
state affairs. It's
They cannot
And Jack
tell
of
the
Jordan-
American people what they will do for the
No.
American people
no.
because they got nothing.
Oh well, they're going to save the whole thing. They're going to save everybody. That's their whole plan.
No.
They're going to make America
I'm-
great again. You haven't been hearing this? It's their whole
John.
plan is to make America great again.
Go read Project
Oh yes.
2025.
Yeah, no, I haven't read it yet. I've skimmed the headlines, and I'm just trying to make
Go
time,
read it.
baby. I know I need to read it. It's not that long.
It's full Nazi.
No, it's
full
not.
Nazi shit.
Oh, it is. You could see that in the headlines, in the
Yeah.
header titles where they're going. You might as well say indoctrination camps instead of calling it training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It
it's,
is
it's
Hitler's
the same
playbook.
damn
It's
thing
Hitler's
that
playbook.
it's history repeating itself. It's what they did to the Jews. You know, it's re-education camp. We're going to send you to a re-education camp. We're going to make everything all better. Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't think they're that far from that, because a lot of these people are more than willing to go in that direction. You know, and that's what really scares you. Because when they talk about an insurrection, when they talk about picking up arms to defend their country, guess who they're aiming their guns at? Us. Their fellow Americans. That's who. Who are they willing to
And
stumble
who's
and
gonna be
trample on?
fighting?
You don't think
Who's
I'm on the
gonna be
list,
fucking
baby? I'm
fighting?
high on the list. Around this
John,
area,
they are
because
not-
that's
they
where
are
it'll come
not
from.
fighting.
Huh?
I'm getting angry at this bastard. They are not fighting. They are telling you to go fight. They are telling you to die for
They're
them.
suggesting
so they
it,
can
Dave.
have power and money.
They're not telling you.
They are not doing it. They're not out there
Suggesting
doing
it.
it themselves. They won't front. They won't stand up in a fucking barricade and push a cop over. They won't.
Blood pressure, Dave.
Stop
No,
Blood
but they can
pressure.
encourage some dumbass to do that. You know, for his
Oh, I
country.
just read this
You know,
fucking.
because America.
I just read this email. I just read this email that I did read out to you guys that I copied word for word from ProRepublica, who are very reliable. They got a copy of the email that says, from MBS to Jared Kushner. This is word for word. Yes, thank you, Jared. Let Donny, I can't even read my own writing because it doesn't write too well these days, my hand. Let Mr. Trump know that he will be rewarded for the rewards for you both financially after you leave the presidency. Thank you very much, MBS. So that's where the $2 billion came from, and Jack Smith put it together. But that was word for word for what I wrote this a week ago.
No. Jared Kushner was in Saudi Arabia on January 6th. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm buffering evidently.
Those bastards were the reason you had a memorial service on 9/11. Wasn't because of some other country. It was fucking MBS. He was behind that, and yet Trump's licking his ass. Mr. My buildings are biggest now. That one's fallen over.
That's the first
Mine's
thing
the
that he
biggest.
said. That's the first thing he said on 9/11.
Yeah. And he was down there. He's saying he's down there cleaning up and helping and doing shit. Well, why hasn't he got cancer like the rest of the first responders?
Yeah.
Why hasn't he got illnesses like the rest of them? He's a fucking liar.
And dead yet.
And then you
That's
got
what
Ron
he's been
DeSantis.
all his life. That's what,
Ron
you know,
DeSantis,
it doesn't
golden
take,
fella.
you know.
He meant that he was cleaning up financially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
exactly what he did. Don't think
Oh,
he
it
didn't
makes me
take
so
advantage
angry.
of everything he possibly could. Get
Absolutely.
every dime he could squeeze out of this government. That's who he is. That's who he's always been. That's who his kids are. And they have the
What about Ron
audacity to talk
DeSantis?
about Hunter. Let me thank Ed
What
Beatty
about
Jr., who
DeSantis?
just came in with a $4 donation and said, "Sorry I can't make it. WB Aussie Dave, the GOP sucks." Wait a minute, what's that? WB.
Welcome. Yeah,
Oh,
Welcome
okay.
back.
I agree.
Aussie, you were missed, buddy.
But-
Ed, thank you very much.
You
I
know-
appreciate it.
This the fact that DeSantis is running around suggesting to people that he was working with the SEALs and all that crap. He insinuating he
big
was
white
working with them. He didn't work with them. He's making people think he was a Navy SEAL or he was this is stolen valor. He's claiming.
Who
he
is
was
this?
just a shit kicker.
DeSantis.
DeSantis.
Oh, Ron. Yes. He's insinuating that he worked with some. What is that? You knew somebody, or I don't even think he knew somebody. I think it's
When
just.
I was working with the
Yeah.
Navy SEAls, he said.
Picked up
Well,
garbage in the park with him one
Yeah,
day.
I guess so. He
Yeah.
raked the beach where they came ashore. I don't know what Ron did, but yeah,
That's disgusting. Disgusting.
it is disgusting.
And one other
It
point,
is disgusting.
on your
There's only one fucking place
on
in the
your-
whole goddamn fucking America, in all the fucking eagles. There's only one fucking place the fucking eagle bows its head. Ron DeSantis couldn't kiss the fucking feet of a fucking Navy SEAL. Fucking.
Absolutely.
There's a reason that fucking
your-
eagle bows, and somebody like Ron DeSantis shows no fucking knowledge of it. Just fucking. Yeah, that story pissed me off. Yeah.
And your personal hate, the price gouging. Did you hear the latest about Raytheon and the other company, big manufacturer of your weapons and that? They found, this is Katie Porter again. This was only 2 weeks ago. There was an oil switch that's used on one of the jet fighters. Now, the oil switch is $10,000. Well, that's what they're paying for them, and they buy a few of them a week, apparently. Well, they found out that you can buy the same oil switch, but with different connectors. Now, it's not hard to change connectors, which is just the two ends that the oil flows through. Change the plugs. The same oil switch from another supplier is $325.
Dave, you're not surprising me at all, buddy. I've told you this story before.
Yep.
Nobody will fuck over the
You know
American
why?
people like good old fucking American people, baby.
You know why you can't
Happens
buy that
every fucking day.
$325 one? You have to pay the $10,000
Yes.
because the deal rating done is that you must have all parts supplied by us, otherwise we will not cover any sort of warranties or whatever it may be they got. So you have to pay
It's a sole source contract. You got to buy it from us.
That's
You
just
can't
like-
buy it from anybody else because we know this is the only technology we have and all this bullshit. Now, whatever fucking 10-page paragraph of what they want to do, the description of why they can't do this, but it's in there, baby. Yep.
That's where your money's going, guys.
Yes, it is.
It's
And that budget comes around every fucking time, and nobody blinks an eye. 860 something billion last time. Nah, nothing to it. Just throw it away. Just go over there and give it to the military because you know America, and we need to protect America. And these are we're gonna build the bullets and the bombs and we're gonna protect. Yeah, that's every freaking contractor that ever did business with this country is fucking it over every which way they can, and that's the honest fucking truth. It's the American way.
here.
Well,
Isn't that
That's
sad?
happening.
Because that's the
That's been
reality of it. You get a government
been
contract,
happening
baby,
ever
that's a
since-
ticket, baby. That's a meal ticket. Ask any, especially these CEOs of defense contractors. Boy, howdy shit. They got a Hawaii vacation, an Africa vacation, going on safari. They're taking trips to the fucking moon. Your tax dollars at work, baby. I'm a proud American. I serve this fucking country. But I'm much too quick in my fucking old age to look back and go, hey, that was fucked up. Wish I would have said it back then when it made a fucking difference. We say it now because we recognize it. It's there. We all see it. We the people, baby. It is. It's about we the people. Hey, Mildred
losing your voice.
Ocasio. Mildred Ocasio came in with a $10 donation. Mildred, thank you very much. Hey, did that say... Did y'all hear that donation come in? Did it say, are
Yeah.
you shitting me?
No.
I
No.
think it did a little ding noise, but
Yeah, that's
It-
right.
was
all I
kinda
heard was
pissed
a-
me off.
it
All
might
I
have been
heard
really
was a
Well,
quiet.
it should have, because actually Mildred came in with a $10 donation, which should have set that thing off, but I'm sure whatever service she went to took out a penny, and it's $9.99. So I don't wait to just...
That might have
There's-
kept it.
Mildred, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's my sister-in-law's name.
Well,
Aw.
I want to send my heart thoughts out to those poor people who are defending themselves. I believe that a lot of them, like Rudy and Donnie, are very broke now, paying all these legal fees. Who the fuck is making the money? How many hundreds of millions of dollars are these lawyers
Have
making?
you seen the
And
T-shirt,
there's
buddy?
But the
Gotta
lawyers
get
must
that.
be making a fortune. There's just unbelievable amount of money that's moving through their hands in this defense fund. These PACs. These PACs are just money machines. They are making money out of you left, right, and centre any way they can. This GOP. Well, no, I can't say it's a GOP. I've got to say it's probably 20 people in the GOP party that are bringing it down. Would you agree? It's not all of them. It's about 20 of them.
Well, you've got at least that many dragging the whole party down. Because no, as far as I can see, there's nobody in the Republican Party has any balls at all to stand up to this bullshit, to put an end to it, to turn their party around. Because we all see it. They can't be that blind. They think they can benefit from it. That's why they're doing it. Because if Donnie wins, if Donnie gets in office, look at what they could do, man. Talk about trickle-down economics. We'll shut that water off real quick. You talk about a drip, baby. Because it's all going to stay at the top. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what they're doing. It's all about the culture wars, baby. It's nothing to do for the American people or the work that needs to be done. Hell, if we get in, they're going to hand Ukraine right over to Putin. Donnie would pull out of Ukraine in a heartbeat, force all of NATO out. Hell, he'd turn his back on NATO in a heartbeat. Joe Biden has spent his time building it up bigger.
that was his original plan, anyway.
Yes. He was out there kicking NATO's in the shin every time he turned around when he was out there. Remember that picture of Germany's Merkel getting up in his face?
Angela Merkel.
Yeah, Angela Merkel getting up in his face. Because that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to destroy NATO. That would benefit Putin greatly, wouldn't it, if NATO fell apart?
John,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. My phone's about to die.
Joe, we're about to head out the door too, brother. I appreciate you coming back. I might be calling you here next day or two. I ain't gonna mess with that thing right now. I just got the damn thing home, and I'm so mad I couldn't go out there and work on that thing.
No.
I'd beat it to death.
Chill out, and we'll see what we can do.
We'll ponder what I'm gonna do.
Yes, sir. Aussie Dave, it's nice hearing you,
Yo, thank you, mate. It's nice being back.
and I hope you get better. Because
Well, so do I.
I do believe the big man has plans for us all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't like to
I
hear
mean-
my doctor saying, David, you're a
Has he got
walking
a plan
time
for
bomb.
my truck?
That was his word.
I just wondered.
Oh hell, my doctor said I wouldn't live to see tomorrow, and he died before me.
There you
So-
go. Just like Willie Nelson said, there's more old drunks than there are old doctors. So, you know.
Hell yeah, Dave. We'll catch you later. Everybody else, we'll
Thank you.
see you when we can.
All right, Joe. Take care of yourself. Bless you,
Good
buddy.
night.
Good night. Yeah, I guess we ought to be
Ladies
wrapping
and
it up
gentlemen,
anyway.
have you heard the latest story out of Nebraska?
Oh, pray tell, what's
about
going on in
PS
Nebraska?
PSSI, which is a company that has
Yes.
that operates in 13 plants in 8 states. What they do is they clean food processing equipment like chemical cleaning and
Right.
disinfecting and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
They've been caught employing children.
Oh, pray
um,
tell.
and,
Dare you say?
yes. Working night shift only. The reason it was found out was the school teachers were writing letters to the parents saying your child's falling asleep, your child has burns on his arms, your child has a bruise
Jesus.
on his leg,
Yes, BW.
because these kids were working in the factory with machinery, cleaning chemicals, acids, and they're 11 to 14 years old. And
you ever find it strange
they're
whenever
going
they,
to school.
like, I don't know, raid one of these meat processing plants or something, and they pull out all these immigrants and go, oh, look at here, they're all, yeah, there's a reason for that. In the food industry
Yeah,
is
Trump
heavy
broke
into
the
that.
laws down.
They will hire,
Trump
they
broke
don't give
down
a
the
shit.
regulations.
They'll hire you, and you should bring your kid to work for just so he can help you, so you can get the job done faster and get out. Yes, goes on all the time. But you know, we have laws.
But kids with acid burns, this is not right.
There's one that
you know?
died not long ago when he fell into a vat of something that was being mixed, and they couldn't get
I
him out.
remember that.
Yes, I can't
I
remember
remember
exactly
that.
what he fell into, but he fell into a tank and died. So they had to shut down production, get that out of there, and clean up the stuff.
It was
and then
galvanizing.
right back
It
to
was a
work.
galvanizing.
It
Yeah,
is.
galvanizing factory.
That's galvanizing is not. That's bad shit to be around to begin with. I worked in a chemical unit for a long time. You don't want to work in that shit.
Wasn't it Arkansas that just recently, in the last couple of weeks or so, just passed a law that said that they're less than 14-year-olds can work too?
Yes, they did. You know, because America, your kid can go to work if he wants to earn a little extra money. You know, working
Yeah,
at
they ain't reading no damn books.
no, they'll burn the books, but you can get your ass. Yes,
Well,
yes,
better
and
to do
and I think they're trying to do the same thing in Florida. Lower the age limit. You know, so your child could get an experience of what he's going to do in life. You know, wash
So
them
glad I
eggs.
don't live in Florida
Or yeah,
or
well,
Arkansas.
or Texas.
Well, they
Iowa.
did get fined. You know how much they got fined? They got fined $500,000.
Ooh,
Now,
that'll hurt them.
The company's worth $6 or $7 billion.
Yeah, that'll hurt
Of
them.
course.
Yeah, that'll show them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll bring in the next shift and
like
everybody
the
goes back to
Facebook
work.
fines. That's funny. shit.
There's a reason we have
Yeah.
immigration in this country is because there are some jobs that to pay Americans to do, you would have to pay a high price. So you want somebody extremely poor, extremely needing a job. And that's where immigration comes in, baby, because we don't mind fucking
Well,
them
they
over.
can
You know.
they can work their way and make money for college.
Well, that's the dream. And really, what could be more patriotic than that? Than that's what they encourage your whole life to be, is to work hard for your kids, for your future, to guide them and
But it's
make their
not
life
your
easier.
kids
Huh?
that are getting those jobs. It's immigrant kids
Yes.
that
They're not
have
working
no
for jobs.
papers.
They're hungry.
And when
They're
they
just
start
like-
there, they end up dying there over the years. You
All
know,
right, John.
it is.
You
It's
gotta wrap
heartbreaking.
this up.
Yes, we do. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Anyway, I'm glad everybody came by tonight because I needed this more than y'all did. I needed to blow off a little steam. Anyway, Hank, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming over, buddy. We appreciate it.
Most welcome.
We had
You
Come
too,
always
right,
one of
welcome.
those
Take it
international nights here in the Blue Room. I mean, in the Blue Dot family.
Yes.
Enjoyed it, and we appreciate you coming by.
Thanks,
Aussie
man.
Dave,
Thanks.
Yes, mate.
I can't believe
Yes,
you.
I'm glad to be here.
My heart really perked up, and I got a smile on my face when I looked down there and I saw your icon in the audience down there. That just made my day, brother, and I needed that. I really did. That
And
really
my
boosted me.
reply to that is when I watched your rant this morning, I thought, well, fuck that. I was going to come on the show today, and I see a message from in the Discord. John's hurt his shoulder and may
Yeah.
not be able to do his show.
Yeah, at the time I
And
posted that, yeah, I wasn't gonna do a show. I really
I was
wasn't.
working myself up.
But
I was really working myself up to be on the show. Then you done that, or that little message. I thought, well, fuck.
see,
hell,
that message
you
came
know.
through the universe, brother, and I got it. That's probably when I
But what's
typed, "Let's go
scary
live,
coming
baby." Huh?
Yeah, it was scary coming back for me. I was, I don't want to say nervous, but I was,
Would have
um,
scared me to shit, Dave.
scared. I was scared I was going to look like a fool or be a
brother.
fool, sound foolish or whatever. Because as I said, I'm still having problems getting my thinking straight. So
Well,
I
you
didn't say
sound
anything
good, brother.
stupid. I hope.
You sound good,
Good.
and your voice is what this family needed. The heartbreak of losing Johnny Fly really hit this family, and I won't lie to you, brother. We were afraid we were going to lose you or some shit, you know.
We've been missing
Oh,
you.
s-
We've been missing you big
And
time.
we miss that Australian accent, buddy. You know how women are with that accent. You know, I see it.
Well,
My wife
was-
watches it every
that was-
fucking night.
I was talking like this for a while. When
And
I
we would love it if you were.
talk. Oh, no, mate. As I said to Bernadette, I said I wasn't going to have someone wipe my ass for the rest of my life. And she said, I'll come and wipe your ass.
There,
fuck.
there you go. See, true friends, baby, true friends. You got them here. That's family, baby. Yes, I'll come
When
wipe
someone's
your ass.
prepared to wipe your ass,
That's
yes, if someone's
that's my
prepared to wipe
brother.
your ass. Thanks, sis.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Oh, dear.
Indeed.
A long distance ass wipe.
Well, Dave,
Yeah.
I hope you know how much we love this. You know, his family loves you, and we
I-
cherish
I-
our relationship with you. We really
I
do.
understand and I appreciate it. I
Outstanding.
appreciate it.
And thanks for coming in tonight too.
Hey,
Absolutely.
I'll
The
be back
discussion
again, you
was
know
very
that.
good, brother.
Mhm.
Thank you
That's
for
All right,
prodding
I
it in
gave
that
you some
direction.
things.
This is y'all's show. This ain't
Well,
mine. We go where y'all go.
it's a family show.
It is. Hey, somebody here would probably like to see. See, occasionally I look over there and see something. Let me get this up here. Because Mitch Goldstein's in there. Hey, Mitch.
Hey.
Oh, good.
We was,
Aussie Dave.
that's who's here.
Oh, Mitchie. How you
Aussie
going,
Dave,
Mitch?
we heard you died, man.
I feel like I was dead. I did, but I thought I died when I hit the tree. That's when I thought I died. But I thought I went to heaven. But thank you, Mitch.
Look, trees in heaven.
I appreciate
I'm glad you're back and glad you're well, David. Seriously.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. And it's good to be back, really. I've been on my own for a long time. My son's moved out. I don't know if you know, but my son moved out 4 months ago. When after the flood, he thought, I'm out of here after the flood. And I've been basically on my own. And it's been scary to think that what happened to me, and I'm here on my own,
Yeah.
you start to think about your mortality, don't you? You really think about mortality.
Yeah, you do. Dave. Yeah. Yeah, and that's not good. Don't do that. Quit thinking that
Need
shit.
a
I'm sure everyone in this, well, not everyone, but I'm sure a lot of people in this family have had TIAs, minus mini strokes. I've had a TIA before, but when you have a large one, it scares the fuck out of you. So look after yourselves,
I've
guys.
had enough of
Not
that
too
shit in
much
my life.
salt, not too much sugar. Look after yourselves because we've got one life, haven't we? If we
Yep.
blow it.
That's what they tell us. We got one trip here, baby. Let's make it count and take care of yourself, man.
I don't know. Thank you.
It
But
it gives me a lot of this Blue Dot family has, you know, we've become quite close. And when we lose somebody, it hurts all of us.
Well,
It
John
does.
Fry is still hurting. John Fry
Yeah.
is going to hurt for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to take that down at the beginning of the show. You're going to see his picture up there for a little bit, because he was
was
a
a
big
great
part of
guy.
this. Yeah, he was a great guy. Hey, Mitch Goldstein, y'all know that guy just came in with $5 and said, "Remember to stay strong and vote blue." That's the ticket for all of us. That's why we're
I
here.
want to know Mitch's thoughts on this impeachment attempt on Biden, because Mitch normally comes up with a pretty good analysis.
It's a joke.
There you
Their
go.
claim is that they're having an inquiry so they can quote unquote find evidence. There is no evidence. There's no crimes. There's no misdemeanors.
Haven't they been
This
looking
is-
for 2.5
But I'll tell you
years,
what,
Mitch?
because MAGA wants this performative bullshit.
That's what
They
it
don't
is.
want real change. They don't want real government. They don't want anything. They want performance. That's why Trump asked that judge to recuse herself. It's a performance. It's not a legal tactic.
No,
Exactly.
Blood pressure.
And now
Mitch,
let me
blood
tell you what.
it's entertainment for the
Marjorie Taylor Greene is running the Republican Party. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah,
yeah,
between her and Matt Gaetz, they, that whole story about how Marjorie Taylor Greene had dinner at Bedminster on Sunday, talking about the impeachment of Joe Biden. Matt Gaetz is having a phone call with Trump 1 hour or so before Kevin McCarthy's up there making a speech. And the conversation is about the impeachment. Who's running that show? I'll tell you who's running it. Donnie is still running it. To them,
Yep.
he is still the president. He's the guy that's going to call the shots. We're going to go where Donnie tells us to go. And if it's off a cliff, let them go. Because that's where they're going. But I don't want to see them take America with them. We're smarter than that shit.
Well,
I want to believe that the majority.
I think Mitch hit the
I can
nail on
tell
the
you-
head when he said it's a show. It's a show. It's all to keep the masses
Yep.
entertained, distracted, and not on point.
Yeah, and ignorant. And let me tell you what else. All this other stuff that's swirling around, once the rubber hits that road and Trump is in the virtual witness box, because he'll never testify, because could you imagine? It would be just hours and hours of perjury.
Yeah. But he'd
I
swear
love
it was all true.
And he literally can't control himself. I don't believe he's able to control himself. And I can tell you what's going to start happening. You're going to start seeing it real soon. In his cases where he has co-conspirators, where he's paying for the lawyers, they're not going to flip until they launch those lawyers and until there's another superseding indictment, which I predict there will be.
And I don't
The
think
lawyers
he's going
in
to be able to
Georgia-
keep up with paying all them lawyers. I don't think he can do that.
Of the 19 co-conspirators in Georgia, 17 of them ain't got no fucking money, and they're going to start flipping like burgers
That's what I
in
think.
another couple of weeks.
But
Then
Trump's
we'll
the
see
lawyer
where
for them.
Trump is.
Trump can supply them a lawyer, Mitch.
I mean,
Trump will give them
there's
a
some
lawyer.
things that these people are charged with that even those of us that remember watching the tape of the voting machines down in Coffee County. The lady that
Yes.
opened that door broke the law. Those people that came in and touched those machines, they broke the law. And it's on the camera. There's not much you can do about it. Look at there. It's right there. You broke the fucking law.
We're
So
waving
those
at
are
the
cut-
fucking camera.
Yeah, waving at them. Hey, how you doing? They didn't give a shit. Well, they do now. And there's going to be a price
Well, they
to
broke
pay.
the law with the
Supposedly.
laptop as well.
Yes.
They broke the law with Hunter's laptop. They
They did.
invaded his laptop without permission. The guy stole his laptop without permission. The repair guy.
That's right. The repair guy got the hard drive, and that's where this all came from.
It's
So,
all irrelevant.
Yeah,
None of it will hold up in court.
No, it's tainted.
No. But $2 billion would hold up in court. Explain the $2 billion. That would hold up. Mr. Manchin, explain your $1.5
Yeah.
billion. Why do you get that?
We won't be doing any of that, Dave. Yeah. Because we just
Okay, And on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap this conversation up for the night. Okay.
All right, I guess we're going to
And-
continue
and
on.
on
Mitch,
that note,
I'm
the
gonna
blue
finish my
room.
dinner.
Mitch, thank you
Good
for
night,
coming in.
everybody.
Tell
Love you, John.
Julie I gotta send my best, buddy. Take care of you.
Sure will. Take care, brother.
All right, bye bye.
Good night.
And let me see, Ozzy, again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. We'll be looking forward in the future, brother. We're just so happy that,
Thank
that
you.
you came back in. We're concerned. Anyway, that's the
Get
way
on,
we are.
get on to the ladies.
Yeah,
Get on to the ladies.
that's it. Miss Chick, thank you,
Did
darling.
you say good evening to Blue Dot Hank?
Yeah, he
Indeed.
did.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
You did? Okay. I missed
Yes,
that
he did. Thank you.
because you ranted in between.
We're just as happy to
Well,
see Hank in here, but with the emergency that Ozzy's gone through, we were very
Yeah,
concerned
it's
about
more-
him. And are just tickled to death, especially with what the family has recently gone through.
Yeah,
We cherish every member of
Glad-
this family.
glad he came
Every
by.
damn one of you, James Price, Irene Lambert, BW. I
Thank-
could name the whole freaking list of y'all out there. Anyway, Miss Chick,
Anyway.
thank you.
You're welcome, John. And you know what?
What?
The views and opinions expressed here on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers. Do not necessarily
That's right.
reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. Just in case you
Yeah.
forgot.
Let me
I was
let
just
me add to
checking on
that.
you.
Let me add to that with a personal opinion. Either you give back New York, New Amsterdam, or we invade.
Come on over, buddy.
Okay.
We're ready.
The Dutch
We're ready.
government
Come and get
says
it.
hello.
Yeah.
Come and
Don't
get
worry, we got the border covered, man.
But I
Miss
have a
Chick,
couple shout outs.
please do.
Robert Cooksey. And Robert Cooksey is living in Mexico. He's not from Mexico, but he lives in Mexico.
Hey, a lot of expats
Right
live
on,
in
Robert.
Mexico.
I think he's originally from D.C., but he lives
There
in
you
Mexico.
No wonder he lives in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah. Gary Mettetten from Arizona, Richard Winkle from Indiana, Ben Bello from Delaware,
Outstanding.
Lowell McCarty from Mississippi, and Jose Figueroa Valentin, I think, from
Sounds
New
good.
York.
From New
Yeah,
York.
that sounds good. Yeah,
Outstanding.
from New York. He's a Bills fan.
Who?
Right on.
Who?
Bills football. Bills football.
Bills.
Never heard of him.
Buffalo Bills.
Never heard of him.
Bills.
I'm just
Buffalo
kidding.
Bills.
I'm just kidding. I know
Alright.
who the Buffalo Bills are. Just my Cowboys won. Hey, whippy. Anyway, go ahead.
That was all I had
That
for
was it.
shout out.
Well,
That
we
was-
appreciate it, and we appreciate every one of you that joined this family. Whether you've been here 6, 7 years or joined yesterday, this family grows because of the love inside it and the urge for all of us to do the right thing and help this country move in the right direction. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you, and Bernadette,
Yes, sir.
thank you, baby.
You're welcome, and I'm so happy to have my brother back on the air with us, and Blue Dot Hank. I really appreciate these two guys and their international flair that they bring
They
to
do.
this
Yes.
show, and it is good to know what the outside is thinking about us, because we're some arrogant motherfuckers.
Ain't we?
Okay.
Man,
We
we need that opinion from the outside looking in, going, "Hey, y'all are screwing
Yes,
up
we
over
do.
there."
Put us in check.
Pretty
Let
much.
us know what the rest of the world thinks. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause
We will.
everybody knows what we think. That's for damn sure.
That's it. We make a point.
Knock
Well,
them
if you want to know
up.
what the rest of the world thinks, look at John Stewart's latest release on the YouTube Shorts. He gets paid
Okay.
out by international people saying, "You Americans." The problem is, you're running around saying, "You're number one. You're number one. We're the best. We're the best." It doesn't play well on the world stage when you're running
Well,
around
Yeah,
with that
well,
sort of
that
attitude.
doesn't also play
You
well
know,
when
it
you
all
really
depends on
start
which
looking
is
at
the
the
best
basic,
at.
some basic facts of the world. We're not number one in a lot of categories, baby.
We just have
Yeah,
good
well.
PR.
We have great PR. That's right, America, land of the free, home of the brave. Is there an eagle around here? Hell yes, there is, right up there. God damn it. That's what we
Is
sell,
there-
baby.
And a flag I can molest.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
It's
y'all,
what's in
I
your
wanna-
heart
I
that,
wanna
that
call out
carries it forward.
the Patreon members and say thank you to these guys. They
Indeed.
don't get enough credit. They're
No.
out here every month donating to this show, and in order to get your name on the Blue Dot producers list, join us over on get off my phone. Join us over on Patreon. Donate $1 and get your name on the list, and you get to run in the credits.
And
So
you can
thank
run
you
in the
for
credits.
everybody.
And this discussion has gone back and forth so many times between me and Travis.
Yeah.
I want to put out a video just for Patreon, some of for our Patreon members, to tell them thank you. But I need to do something for them. I've had some thoughts over the times. I want to do because you're right. I'm not going to make it without those people on that list going by, and especially
Absolutely.
right now. My truck is sitting out there with a broke leg, baby, and I have no freaking idea how I'm going to fix that. You know who's going to help me? Those people right there.
Patreon.
And
Patreon.
the people that come in and donate a la carte here every evening. That's what gets me through. Because what I make ain't making it, and I don't have shit like that. But I never forget that I'm not the only one in that same position. You know, we don't pitch for a lot of donations here. We don't even ask. We just say thank you when you do. So every one of these donations that you see tonight and those names up there, that's all from their heart, and that's what I love about it. You know, it's.
So thank
It's
you
an
to all
unusual
those
family.
Blue Dot Patreon members. I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Helping out the
Every
show.
one
There's no other show. There's no other show on YouTube that is like this, where
Nope.
there's no other show. There's always a solo person or two people, but there's no one that brings in. Well, David Packman does occasionally, but they're only short phone calls. But no, you've got a unique show here, John, with unique people that are grassroots people. They're down to earth people. They're not
I'm live.
silver spooners. It's
I'm live.
real. It's real.
We are America, you guys. This is your show. This is your voice. You are welcome to come and join this show and use your voice.
Oh, really?
We say it all the time. So
No,
Yeah.
thank
I'm
you
still
for
on the air.
everybody who
Say
does
hello to
come
Travis.
in and use their voice.
Hi,
Right.
Travis.
Yeah, he told me I left my keys in the car, in the truck.
Oops.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not going anywhere. They can try to steal it. Go ahead.
Is Travis looking?
It's not moving
is
an
Travis,
inch.
is Travis looking forward to episode 5? Is he?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's up on that shit.
Same here.
Oh yeah.
You know, John, this is the longest close down of a show you've ever had.
Ever done.
Yeah,
We're going for a
Yes,
new record here.
so-
That's right.
The run on.
We'll
No,
slice
no,
over this shit.
we're not. We're gonna cut this and we're gonna go over to the blue room where we can have some fun.
That's where we're
Come
going
and
right
join
now.
us.
So again,
All right.
thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this family and this show. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good
night.
night.
Good night, everybody. See, we cut it down.